Hey guys, it's Anthony here to do part 6 of my cassette collection. I'm back from my trip, so figured, do some more cassettes because I've been totally on a roll with this. And I've really been having fun showing all my cassettes. Like, we're just about halfway done. We got some more after this, and I also forgot to mention in one of my parts, I will do a very short, it's not very long at all because I have like 8 tapes because I have an 8-track collection. So I'll do that as well. Still a tiny bit sick, but we'll get through it. First tape I have here is actually a tape I got at a yard sale. This is a audio recording of a Bob Hope special from December 22nd, 1978. And to my knowledge, I don't think the special has ever been officially released. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It might have been released at this point, but not a lot of the Bob Hope specials have ever been put out officially, obviously due to rights issues. Oh, another dub tape. What is this? Okay. I want to show that, but later, because there's actually a story behind this tape. This is a dub tape of I was trying to talk with my brother back in 2013, and I have a bunch of songs that I recorded from my pretty crappy record player. And I just recorded the records to a tape, but I literally had the audio tapes recorder next to the speakers I was playing my tapes. I didn't have a direct recorder. But I have songs like, it's just mostly from my 7-inch collection, which I'll show in a video. I have like songs like Everyone is Crazy by Reggie and the Full Effect, Minor Chords by Kofax, which is actually the demo version, 7-inch by a band called Beats the Hell Out of Me, The Tank, Every Tuesday, Mess, I'm the Man, I forgot about that, what is it? And then we got Outer Limits recordings, I Need My TV, Burning Through the Night, Star Spangles, that's a great band. Yeah, brings me back to my junior high days. Well, early high school. Another Wiener tape, Wiener Records tape. Tomorrow's Massacre with Tender Index. Kind of another garage, kind of like punk band. Knowing, since this was released on Wiener Records, I doubt this band ever did anything else. Yeah, it's been a year since I played this, but from what I remember, it was pretty decent. Usually with Wiener Records, it's kind of a hit or miss if it's going to be good or not. I should probably move that. But mostly they hit. This is some really good 70s style punk rock. The Situations. This is their demo tape. From 2017, I want to say. On No Love Lost tapes. Really good stuff. I don't think they're around anymore. But I remember they were really good. Jaded and Dull, Back in Town. I mean, yeah, it's one of those bands that really should have gotten more attention, in my opinion. Drop my meds. This is a recording from the... I don't know how I even got this. I think I want to say I got this at a yard sale. It's actually pretty historical. This is a... Is the tape kind of messed up? Oh, no, never mind. This is a cassette recording of stuff from the LA riots back in 1992. Really, really bizarre. But that's pretty historical. For many reasons. I got a couple of stuff in my house of the LA riots. Here's my other black and blue cassette with Nasty. Yeah, Nasty Nasty. From what year is this? Oh yeah, I forgot. Took me a while. 1986. Pro tape. Once again, produced by Gene Simmons. So a lot of people think, like I said, people think Tommy Thayer from Black and Blue was like some sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? What they call artists who just come in the scene, industry plant. Which, I mean, kind of, because he got into Kiss. There he is, right there. I don't know, but Black and Blue are cool in my opinion. Kind of a very underrated band. Kiss of Death is a really good song. If you really want some good 80s metal, check out Black and Blue. I need to get more of their stuff. Hey, with Tommy Thayer now out of Kiss, it would be cool if Black and Blue did a reunion. Assuming they're in good terms, I don't know. This is a tape of me calling my friend Brian Carmody on here. I should have shouted him out in my video channel recommendations video. This guy named Brian Carmody, a pretty good guy. He did a video a long time ago showing him drinking what was it, Pepsi Blue, like an old Pepsi Blue, and he apparently, I mean, that's pretty gross. He was tasting like a 15-year-old soda, but he was, you know, he said it tasted good. I guess he carbonated it real well. I don't know. But that's how we kind of became friends, through YouTube. I met him through a convention. And he has a kid now, so good for him. But it's a recording from 2017. There we go. Now it's tightened. So she said, this is a dub tape of the Blues Brothers live album from 1978. Just dubbed on a Sony cassette. It's from a record, which I actually have the album out in vinyl. You know, that's where the song Soul Man... Well, I mean, obviously, it was originally from an SNL skit, which then they kind of turned into a real, semi-real band, which then turned into a movie. And if you know the story, you know the story. If you know classic SNL. Yeah, some good stuff. This is an audio recording of KNAC radio contest from November 8th, 1984, with the pre-show announcement. I always like collecting these, like, old radio broadcasts from the 80s. And let's say in the back to see who was on the radio at the time. This is actually, I think, my mom's tape. My mom is actually, you know, it's funny. My mom didn't used to be like that big of an 80s metal fan, but over time she really became a fan of like glam, heavy metal, or whatever. This is one of her tapes, Def Leppard with Pyromania. I have the album on CD, I think. Yeah, Too Late for Love, Rock Till You Drop. This has Foolin' on it. Classic Def Leppard. Wish I had the case for it, though. I don't know what happened to the case. Same with this. I don't know what happened to the case. Kiss, Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. Compilation tape featuring, you know, a bunch of, like, sort of remixed versions of some of the Kiss songs. I have this on CD and vinyl. The vinyl is actually really expensive. I didn't realize how hard it was to find until I found a copy for like $30. Ridiculous. It's probably gotten up now. Of course it's got the two songs. Let's Put the X in Sex and You Make Me Rock Hard, which Paul Stanley later admitted to not liking those songs, and they're not great, I'll admit. But the real highlight of this is the version of Beth. That's sung by Eric Carr. He does a really good job of singing Beth. Speaking of glam metal, sort of, this kind of like reminds me of Judas Priest a little bit. Dream Taker. This is their demo from 1991. I uploaded this on YouTube. You can find it on here. Pretty good. Kind of like, this came out in 91, but it's definitely got the 90s like feel to it. Night Stalker's a great song. Death Rider, Metal Man, Lonely Warrior. I could not find any info about this band whatsoever. They put out this tape and just kind of dipped, which is unfortunate because they're actually really good. What is this? This is a tape from a band called The Horny Pranks with Chick Magnet. Kind of like weird punk rock from the early 2012 10s. Pretty short. It's kind of like a generic cover. Like, it's like, oh, Metro Fair cassette, and then it has the Horny Pranks on there. Pretty decent. It's actually limited to 25 copies on a Maxell tape, and I got copy number 24. Yeah, nothing really like to nothing really to brag about or whatever. It's all right. This tape, along with that other Halloween tape I showed in another part, I love listening to this on Halloween or October. The Gabagools. This is some great Halloween themed punk rock, or kind of like rock. I don't know if it's because of the download code. This is limited to 100 copies. I got copy number 48. Really good. Kind of like food themed as well. They have a song called like horror and food theme. Like they have a song called Mix My Spaghetti, I Dig the Dead, Nightmare Cheese Pizza. Just kind of ridiculous. Yeah. 48 out of 100. I recommend you check this band out because they're really fun. I don't think they're around anymore. I got it at my friend's record store. This is some weird kind of like noise, kind of like experimental. Red Asphalt demo. Very weird. I listened to this once and it was just like, I think this guy was on drugs, honestly, when he was making this. But it's not bad. I need to listen to it again. There's a song called I Am Trash. Of course, a dub tape, I don't think you could get that anymore, by the way. Mirrored Life with Snap. I don't know a thing about this band. I've had it for a while. Dub studio tape. From what I could gather, it's like really experimental. Could be garage rock. I don't know a thing about him. I'll have to put him online, see. Kind of a small J card too. How it fits in there. This is some really good stuff. This is like psychedelic rock. Yogurt Brain. Volume 1. Very 70s like. I really like this. I think I found it through a Blogspot post. Like, you'll be instantly teleported to the 70s with this band. I think they're still around. Side hey, side B. Get it? B. Hey, A. They even do a Grateful Dead cover. That's hilarious. Lemon Tree is probably the best song. I love that song. I Saw the Light. What is the Grateful Dead cover on here? Ripple. They do a cover of Ripple. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Yogurt Brain, check them out. If you like that kind of like, just like psychedelic kind of stuff, I'd say check them out. How do I put the tape back? Is that it? Did I do it? Whatever, screw it. It's in there. One of my favorite pop punk bands ever. And it's not even one of the big pop punk bands. Tenement. This is Bruised Music Volume 1. If you don't know Tenement, oh man, you are missing out. These guys are like... Think of like sort of like the forgotten 90s pop punk bands and everything those bands did, and so much better. Like it actually like it's poppy, but it's actually really well done. These are like B-sides of like stuff from 7 Inches and stuff like that. Alright, this doesn't have The Fire's Out, Summer Street, Ice Pick. It's from mainly these two dudes. I'll show the front. Amos and Jesse, I think. They're from Wisconsin. And it came with a download code, it seems like. I don't know if it's used or not. Yeah, if you really want like actual good pop punk, definitely. Oh, wait a minute. This actually has a download code to one of their albums. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, 2006 singles, 2006 to 2009. So they've been around for close to 20 years. This is some like lo-fi punk rock. The Ugly Kids with a picture of a doggo in the cover. Dub tape. I need to put a label on that. Very DIY. Like they literally like glued, and the glue's actually starting to come off, the pictures to like the Maxell tape. Record 2012. Yeah. It was pretty fun from what I remember. I like these very DIY kind of releases. Of course I have to... Yeah, I probably need to put that on Discogs. Or it might be on Discogs already, I don't know. Foreigner 4. This is actually my dad's cassette. The Broken, Seen Better Days. Same with the tape. Oh, the pad is actually starting to come off. I gotta glue that. But it's got what's Nightlife, This is, of course, the album with Jukebox Hero, which, of course, was a big hit for them. This is actually an original cassette press from 1981. And last I played it, it actually sounded pretty decent. I love Foreigner. One of those great 70s rock bands. I have a couple of Foreigner records, which I'll show, of course, in my vinyl collection, which will come soon. I know some people have been waiting for that. The Dissension of Walter by the Real Burnouts. And once again, another Wiener tape, Wiener Records tape. This is actually an earlier Wiener Records tape, I can tell, because their early releases had that logo on it, like in the J card. Oh, it's a 2015 reissue. Okay. So maybe not so early, I don't know. From Paul Crowther. These guys are from Utica. Yeah, I don't know what it sounds like, I forgot. Alright. Now this tape is really, really, really special. This was the one of the first cassettes I ever released, or not released, or recorded myself. This was basically my first example, one of my first examples of a mixtape. This is Anthony's Themes and Hits 1. What this tape contains is songs of shows that I was really into, and by two shows, I mean two in particular. Dexter's Lab and Sanford and Son. I was 13 years old, and you would think, oh, Sanford and Son wasn't that much of a musical show, was it? Sparsely. I mean, they had songs here and there, and it's some like sound bites from Sanford and Son, back when it was still airing on, what was it? TV Land? And I think Dexter, I remember that was a big deal back in 2011 when Dexter reran on Cartoon Network, because it hadn't rerun on Cartoon Network in a long time. This was obviously before the DVDs released, so I recorded like every single, well, they showed everything up until the last episode of the original run, and by the last episode I mean season 2. So I recorded all that, and of course I used recording like audio to the speaker as the TV was playing. And then in 2013, I recorded a commentary tape. So it's basically, I recorded the tape playing, and I recorded it to this tape playing, and I explained, all the songs, like, oh, this is actually from Dexter's Lab, and this is episode from Sanford and Son. Don't ask me why. I just love those two shows. That was before Dexter got official release, and now all the episodes are on DVDs. So any reference I do in that, you can pretty much find anywhere now. Another mixtape, 2015. All these are from a CD. What is this? Alien Vinyl? I don't remember this. Idiot by Randy Hurst, demo 1990. What? 3 Green 3. What are these artists? I have no idea. I gotta listen to this, because I think I must have downloaded, I don't know. That's so weird. Of course, the Static X Black and White Randy. Oh, you know what? Okay. Randy Hurst. Okay, Randy Hurst did one of the Static X remixes, and I seemingly converted tapes of like some of his other stuff from SoundCloud. That's what that was. I was trying to figure out, like, wait a minute, I don't remember who that was. Another cassette I got, this is actually a pretty old cassette from 1980. This has miscellaneous rock. So, like, Back in the USA, Dust in the Wind, Beast of Burden, just a bunch of random songs. Side B has Stevie Wonder's album Hotter Than July. Yeah, just miscellaneous rock and Stevie Wonder Hotter Than July. I think the tape was like coming off, so I glued it back. Yeah, Stevie Wonder's great. And some of the other stuff. It still sounds good for a 45-year-old cassette. Well, at least last I played it. Another dub tape. What is this? Random Anthony stuff. This is probably just me messing around with me and my brother. I don't know. I miss that. I really miss that. When me and, like, I have audio recordings of me and my brother playing Epic Mickey in like 2011 on the Wii and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know. I miss those days. This is a random tape I got from a yard sale. The Doors and miscellaneous music. Not much more to that. The Eries. I think this was, judging by the cover art, I remember Evil Weevil Records. I think this was from with a singer of, what was it? Shoot, why can't I think of the name? Lumpy and the Dumpers. I think this is from his label. Because they were known for that's like kind of his style, the cover art. I think it may be a side project of his, but I could very well be wrong. Again, the small J card. I don't know if there's a limitation or not. Walk on Home. Lumpy and the Dumper. I don't have the Lumpy and the Dumpers tape, but they're pretty good too. Duran Duran, I Don't Want Your Love. This is apparently from To Bobby from Darcy. I love you, Bobby. I love you, Darcy. Clearly didn't love her that much, or him that much, because they got rid of the tape. But it's a single from 1988, which has the 7-inch mix and the LP version of I Don't Want Your Love. I'm not the biggest Duran Duran fan. I do like them, though. What is this? Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, this is just oh, never mind. It's just miscellaneous music. Look at that old cassette. That must be from like the early 70s. Still with the intact pad and everything. Next up, we have a side project from one of the guys in the Memories. Skinny Jesus with Goddamn Savior. I forgot what this... it was from one of the guys. Produced by Uncle Funkle. Okay. This is from NAR Tapes. I think this is rap, but I could very well be wrong. I love the Memories, so I had to basically get this because I recognized the dude in the cover. Love that parental advisory put right there. Very old school looking. Like, the Memories are just one of those like really weird bands. Like kind of like psychedelic rock, but they like, I looked at like their discography and what was the other band that the Memories were a part of? Something Fang, White Fang, I think. And they something Fang, whatever. And they have like a bunch of weird cassettes. Like they have a couple of cassette singles, and there's like a cassette of them like watching an adult film. Like what? I don't know. They're just a weird band, but they're pretty cool. What is this? Rod Stewart unplugged and seated with special guest Ronnie Wood. Don't have the cover anymore, but I have the tape. You know, Tonight's the Night. This is back when MTV used to do unplugged shows like freaking crazy. Now it seems like it happens once a year, twice a year. Because MTV's like the ridiculousness channel, as I like to call them. This is pretty good, like Spanish, like punk rock. Distillate with Tempios Cuchillos. Really love the Simpsons cover. You know, that's so not gonna get him in trouble with Fox. I played this once. It's like Spanish punk rock. I think they might be still around. I don't know. It was a blind buy. No, all of the song titles are in Spanish. Well, they have a song called Xenophobia, so I kind of could get an idea of what, like, kind of their political ideology is, but whatever. I don't really... Whatever. This is pretty cool. I don't have this album on CD, and I need to really change that because, it's not essential, and I don't even know why Kiss never put any of these, like, the whole thing of this in, like, the U.S. This is Kiss Killers. This is basically a compilation that was released, I think, in Germany, Australia, and overseas. We never got it over here. I think they released like one or two of the songs on a comp, but not everything. But it's from 1982. I think this is actually an Australian press. But it's got songs from Kiss, right? But has four exclusive songs. Nowhere to Run, Partners in Crime, I'm a Legend Tonight, and Down on Your Knees. All recorded during the Elder era. And they're really good. I kind of wish they were like put on a Kiss album here in the States. But maybe they just didn't think they were good enough. I don't know. But I really, really need to get this on CD. And maybe vinyl. Because it's the only Kiss album that I have that's like a import or whatever. It never came out here. This is some like garage rock. Dad Jr., Dad's Side of the Moon. This is from Acid Cat Tapes. Very, very weird stuff. There's a purple tape and a red tape. I have the purple tape. It's a dub tape. Dad Kennedy's? That's funny. Yeah, Acid Cat Records. I do not believe you can get this anymore, and I don't think Acid Cat's a label anymore, so getting their stuff's pretty hard to find. But I remember really liking that tape particular a lot. We got a couple soundtracks here. Sister Act. Music from the original motion picture. It's mostly gospel music. Got this at a thrift store that's no longer around. So if you like gospel, like the movie's pretty funny, but it's mostly just like gospel music. Really catchy gospel music, but gospel music nevertheless. I just got it because I like the movie. I'm pretty sure I have the soundtrack to the second one too. Oh man, Rippy Goldberg used to be so much cooler. before she went on that stupid show, The View. I mean, if you like The View, good for you. It's just a show about people just complaining. That just seems miserable. Anyway, soundtrack to Cocktail. I believe I also have this on vinyl. It's got All Shook Up. Let's see. Ray Vaughan, Tutti Frutti. It also has Don't Worry, Be Happy on here. You probably know the movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise. If you don't, well, yeah, he was in a movie called Cocktail. And I have the soundtrack to it. Touchstone release. Remember when Touchstone was a movie company? Another soundtrack. Titanic. This, of course, has the Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. I also have the soundtrack on CD. James Horner. This is a long J card. I mean, if you know Leonardo DiCaprio, it's mostly score music, but it does have that song, and everyone knows that song. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go watch Titanic. Have you been living under a rock? This is on Sony, by the way. I mean, it's a long movie, I get it, but... what is this? Greg Alexander. I listened to this. It was okay. It's like alt-rock. It's a demo. It's like a home demo, too. 1990. It actually has two covers. This is the original J card. And then the professional one. I think he may have put out a CD. I think I talked to him once, actually. Now that I think about it, on Discogs. He was like, hey, how'd you even find this tape? Found it at my friend's record store. It was alright. Here's another mixtape. Relevant Elemento. Has songs by, let's see. None of these guys I even heard of. Ronnie Foss, Oil Boom, the Blurries. I think it's like 60s, like... I don't know. Oh, these are all bands from Texas. Okay. No wonder. DJDrumMitchell.com. That's the guy in there. I don't know what year this tape came out, so don't ask me. Got a couple more. This is a John Denver special from April 29th, 1979, the Rocky Mountain Reunion. Recorded from TV. Just from a yard sale. It's like a John Denver TV special. I think it may be on YouTube, the whole thing. I don't know. Last I checked, it was. Oh. This is tape rock recordings, and the other side is my old neighbors, and I never gave the tape back to them. Is a band called the Grogs. New demos and 3D EP. Side old shit. Side new shit. I think they're from PA because of the card says Keith Thompson. So, what is this? New Kids on the Block. Hanging Tough. Probably one of the only boy bands I actually kind of stomach from the old days. This is an original press. You know, what's I also have their first album. This is their second album. You know, it's like pop. What do you expect? I showed it to my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, well, I wasn't really big on them because I was older by the time they were around, but you know." So I was like, "Oh, that's good to know. I thought it was your time." I think she graduated high school by the time that came out. This is a good punk rock. I know there's a vinyl of this. I want to say I have the vinyl, but I could be wrong. Clorox Girls. This is some really good punk rock. I forgot where they're from. I just remember this is really good. On Wiener, once again. Nothing in the back. End of a Fantasy. Not my hometown, Vietnam. I have so many of these Wiener cassettes because they were getting rid of them when Wiener got defunct. I still think they still may have a couple. I don't know. What is this? Oh, oh no! You know what? This is actually my family. These are some old recordings that my family did. My uncle did back in the early '70s. Like I have a recording of my aunt. My uncle recording my grandpa, which is pretty cool. And a Bill Cosby recording. I think that was probably my grandpa. And a recording of my family recording Easter in the paying Easter eggs in the '70s. That's kind of cool. Another random with Anthony and Daniel. That's my brother. I really need to put these on a CD because there's some really funny moments in this tape. There's a recording of my brother. He was really sick, so he was like coughing in the mic. Oh, and speaking of New Kids on the Block, here's the first tape. Original press from 1986. I listened to this once. Popsicle, Angel, Be My Girl. The song New Kids on the Block. Like, when you think of, like, 80s pop boy bands, New Kids on the Block is basically, like, the boy band. What is this? Mousercise. This is the cassette version. I don't have the cover. But it's like the Disney-themed exercise songs. Ducks Dance. Keep on Trying. Bugaboo. I Want to Be Like You. That's pretty good. Well, that's a Jungle Book song. Today's Movie Hits from 1990. Songs from Lethal Weapon 2. Beaches, Pretty Woman, Batman, Back to the Future. I think there are different versions of this. This is also a Canadian tape. Oh, Pretty Woman. It's on there. I think I got it at a yard sale. Or a thrift store. Volume 1. I think that's the only volume. It could be a volume 2. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if there is. That's the cover. Another demo tape. This is okay. Best Kissers in the World. This is a promo tape from... what label? Warner Brothers, I want to say. There's a couple of songs from one of their albums. Yeah. Alright. Best Kissers in the World. They're kind of okay. Acid Pie. Listen, Listen. Said I had another Acid Pie tape, and this is it. This is actually also from Wiener. That's pretty cool. Again, if you like 60s... Okay, think of an American version of that band, the Yum Yums. That's kind of these guys. I really need to listen to this again, because they were really good. You know, I don't want this tape to go to an eternity, so I'm gonna try to hurry up. Heads up, Brothers Soul Intervention. I think it's just soul music. 1990. Roadrunner Records. Is that the same Roadrunner? I don't know. Promo Punch Out. Looks like it was eaten. I don't know a thing about this. If anyone can tell me in the comments, let me know. I might listen to it one day. Yeah, Pro Tape. Weird that Roadrunner put that out of all labels. This is a U2 dub tape, and it has some stuff from Peter Tosh, who was one of Bob Marley's bandmates who got murdered in '87. So, we got Elton John, Greatest Hits from 1974. This is a 90s 90s repress, I think, or the 80s. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Benny and the Jets, Crocodile Rock, Rocket Man. You know, gotta love Elton John. I think I have this on vinyl too. Nothing in the back. I think, unpopular opinion, I think the movie Rocket Man was way better than Bohemian Rhapsody. So, if anyone wants to find me in the comments, go ahead. I just thought that was a better made film. Oh, these are old audio phone recordings I recorded on a cassette. Written in gold. Weird phone song. I don't know. I think I just recorded stuff from my first phone on a cassette. Another tape. What is this? Zia Dove, Intimate. This is actually a recording of my old vet doctor's daughter, who gave us a CD of her daughter's music. It's actually not bad. I think I showed the CD on my channel. This is a demo of a band called Medium, 1994. Don't know a thing about it. I don't think I've ever listened to it, but I need to. It's got 4 songs on it. Looks to be like grunge music. 94 sounds about right. Grunge. And if it's good, I'll listen to it. I gotta see if it's on Discogs though. If it's not, I gotta fix that. The Skeletones with Bump. Some kind of punk stuff. It has a secret bonus track on it. Pro Tape. It's limited to 100 copies, but mine's not numbered, so I don't know. It was pretty enjoyable. What year did this come out? Did it say? I don't know. I'm sure it's out there. This is their album Bump, by the way. Almost done. Got a couple more tapes. Got a set to the cover. It's like electronic music, I think. Lady Wolf with Vamp Queen EP. Kind of weird electronic, last I checked. There's a picture of a man inside. With a download code. That's cool. Last I heard, this is pretty good. Internet puke, that's funny. What is this? The Filthmongers with Take 39. Some random demo I found. Spray painted tape. Looks like some kind of weird... I don't know. But it's demo from the 2000s. Oh, it's limited to 25 copies. I got number... Can I show that cover? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, limited to 25 copies. This is... What is this? Castle Thieves. I think this is like electronic music. Dub tape. Oh, from Finland. That's cool. Can I show any of this? Yeah, it's got a weird picture of a guy with a sombrero hat. I don't know. I've never been to Finland, before you ask. Extreme. Self-titled. Not at a yard sale. If you know 80s metal, you know Extreme. Classic 80s metal right here. Little girls, don't go to school day, teacher's pet. Big boys don't cry, rock a bye-bye, play with me. One of these guys' songs was in Guitar Hero. Rocks the 80s. Classic. Shame they're not around anymore. I don't think they are. Another ska kind of band. Welcome to the Weird Kids Table by The Big News. And the tape kind of like folds out kind of like that. With a download code. It was pretty good. Kind of a pop sound to it too. I really gotta listen to a lot of these. Got 3 more tapes. This is a weird band. Tam Tam, the Sandwich Man, and the Magical Sugar Cookies. Really fun pop punk. Cassette single. There's a song called Pizza Slut, which is really fun. From 2014. Tam Tam, the Sandwich Man. And it comes with a download code. It's limited to 50 copies. I got number 1. Or it could say or say 7. I don't know. It's from Godless America Records. Penetration Moon, which is a side project from the Dwarves. Pretty good guy, because I'm a Dwarves fan, of course. They do a G.G. Allen cover in the City, but it's really Sluts in the City. A Frankenstein Monster, Wonderful Life of Crime, which I think the Dwarves later covered. I could kind of cover that. Yeah, if you love the Dwarves, definitely check out Penetration Moon. Really good stuff. This is a Burger re-release. And finally, probably one of the weirdest tapes I own. This is from 2 bands called Ellen DeGenerate and Sloppy Cock. Could not find any info about this whatsoever. I got it. I think it's like experimental. I don't know. Can I show any of the pictures inside? It's from 2009. It's got the weirdest pictures imaginable. Like, was this guy on acid when making this? I don't know. I gotta put it on Discogs. Maybe someone will have information about it. Anyway, that's my cassette collection, part 6. Another part coming soon. I just needed a reason to show all these tapes, and I'm glad I did. So now I can put all these back and start with another stacks tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching.